I always had this entrepreneurial bent, I mean, I'd be sitting up there flying the mail plane trying to figure out, what kind of business I could start, or, hey, if I did this or whatever. So, what can I manufacture? And that's what got me started on, well, what do I need? Well, I need a safe way to lift weights at home. Well, it doesn't exist. Well, okay, so here you go. Clearly, having your muscles pump up the right amount was extremely attractive. I mean, look at the statue of David. Look at, beauty and art. This is this is God. It was amazing, and as soon as it started just, I mean, it was like, you throw your seed out and it's like, whoa, it just grows like crazy. Looking back in my really early life, I started becoming a rebel real early, or a doubter. I was a doubting Thomas, that I thought, well, maybe these adults don't know what they're talking about, or maybe they're lying through their teeth. And so I was a bit suspicious. I was usually in trouble as a child, not in any serious trouble, because I was pretty much obedient. Frankly, I found my own thoughts a lot more interesting than what the teacher was usually saying. But I did like to daydream, and I did like to think about what if. And then I got the flying bug. I always kind of had the notion that I wanted to fly. So now I had something to get dedicated for, and I really applied myself, and I ended up, becoming an airline transport pilot at 25 years old. And I loved it. I didn't mind the risk. I loved the adrenaline. I ended up flying the night airmail for, almost 5 years. The danger was just fun, as far as I was concerned. And it was such a challenge, and I really loved it. But I always had this entrepreneurial bent, I mean, I'd be sitting up there flying the mail plane trying to figure out, what kind of business I could start, or, hey, if I did this or whatever. And then I got to flying Learjets out of Las Vegas, and was flying around, some successful business people, and not to mention, entertainers and, mafiosis and all these other people, that would come in and out of Vegas all the time. And it occurred to me that, maybe the back seat was where it was at. I mean, hey, I'm just an animal, the grass always looks greener on the other side. And so I'd ask these guys in the back, I say, how do you get in the back seat of one of these things, And they said, well, son, you have to manufacture. They always told me that. Son, you have to manufacture. And I thought, well, of course that's true. So, what can I manufacture? And that's what got me started on, well, what do I need? Well, I need a safe way to lift weights at home. Well, it doesn't exist. Well, okay, so here you go. And so that was really the key.